I believe it's 148.
Dude, who even knows
148
anymore?
now.
Who even
Which
knows?
is cool because where I am right now, it's almost says 148 if we wait like 8 minutes.
So that's not right.
And we remove one of
But
the
then no, it
zeros.
says 1048.
No, we have to remove
Okay,
one of
I
the
get it.
zeros. So,
Okay.
big
Also, it's 3 hours
episode
earlier.
today.
Not
Nicola,
I don't think it is.
Nicola's got
Not really a big-
stuff. I've got stuff.
Yeah,
No.
the stuff is that it's 63 degrees in Daytona Beach, and guess the humidity?
57.
Only 83%.
35
That's insane.
feels like 23 in Boston.
Wow.
I love the new
52.
Florida humidity segment. It's really fun.
Yeah.
It
'Cause it's
is fun.
always
I
the
like
same
it.
So, guys, I actually have
It's
terrible
really unique.
news. Nicola
What?
hasn't watched a movie recently enough to show up in my letterbox new from Friends.
I
It's
have
been
not
that
watched
Also
long.
movies.
happening to me.
But I have watched one episode of The Bear, season 2.
Wow.
We're really gonna have an interesting discussion with the two people who have not seen The Bear.
Yeah, that's true.
Y-
But you know
Actually-
who has seen The Bear?
Hurry.
I have not seen The Bear. But you know who has seen The Bear?
Hurry.
Uri.
Yeah.
Let's get to that
Did
Also,
Uri
but-
Pow
Did
Pow.
you talk with him
I also
about The
believe
Bear?
that you talk.
No?
I also believe, Nicola, I think you talked about the bear last week, but I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
but I didn't talk about episode 1 of season 2.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Was that the funeral?
So, no.
Mm.
It's the one where basically he starts renovating the restaurant.
Yeah, I've not seen the show.
Yeah, start of a new season. Pretty good. Still watching it. It's The Bear, like, part 2, basically.
Damn, this guy hasn't watched a movie
Yeah.
since October, bro.
Uh-oh.
Holy shit.
Okay,
no
well,
movies for November.
I've been busy. I'm busy.
What else is
He's
there to life
busy,
than
guys.
film?
I'm an
True.
engineer. I have homework.
No.
It's a made-up
have
degree.
Extracurriculars. I just finished the
Made up.
pledge process.
Oh, wow. I thought we were in the Uri Pow Pow. What's going on?
We
Yeah, bring
literally
up
did
Uri
not
Pow
even
Pow.
say hit the graphic. Hit the graphic.
All right, Uri Pow Pow.
Hit the
Pow, pow, hit the
graphic. Pow, pow.
graphic. We're hitting the fucking graphic. All right, what did Uri watch today? This week? He's watched 3 movies, and I know at least 1 episode of 1 show. That being Smiling Friends, he watched it with me.
I can also talk about
Wow.
something else he's been watching.
Oh, okay. So here's a movie he watched. He watched The Running Man 2025 with Glenn Powell. He gave it 3.5 stars and said 2
I
thumbs.
heard it's ass.
Glenn Powell, speedrunning, Katniss Evergreen, Ark, and Charlie Kirk would have definitely been a fan of this game.
Both are true
That's
statements.
his review. Okay, as someone who hasn't seen the movie,
I've seen them. I've seen both fucking movies.
I haven't seen the
Oh.
movies. I'll say that it's accurate. Yeah. Next, he watched Frankenstein, the Del Toro one that I watched last week that
Yeah.
Beck still hasn't
He
watched.
told me about that one when I called him.
He gave it 4 stars and said maybe the real monster was the friends we made along the way. That's pretty good.
Mhm.
And then he watched Predator Badlands, gave it 3.5 stars. It said looks like Deck learned the true meaning of familia. So that's what I know Uri's been watching, and that's what I've got
Yeah.
for you.
Cool. And then,
Yeah.
guys, he watched Polybius. So, Polybius
Plurbius,
is
it's
no
Plurbius.
Polybius. I'm saying it right.
It's Plurbius.
No, it's Polybius.
Plurbius.
Plurbius.
Google Polybius.
It's Plurbius. It's Plurbius.
So, this
It's
show,
Polybius.
name debated. So I was very confused about what this show was
By
even
one. It's
about,
debated by one.
because here's the
Oh,
two.
you should know by now. We're on like episode 3. I think you could.
Yeah,
figure
I figured
by
it out,
now.
but I'm saying before this, I'm getting into the process, weaving a tale, as they would say. Okay, so the marketing was all just like from the creator of Breaking Bad, and has had a bunch of yellow smiley faces. And the description was a woman has to save the world from happiness. And I'm like, this could be about so many fucking things. turns out it is about an alien hive mind taking over the world, and there's only 12 people alive.
Yeah.
One of which is
So
a
basically-
pirate smut writer who has to save the world.
Yeah.
Good enough
So
description.
Okay.
basically, yeah, it's not wrong. It's like pretty close. It's like basically they decoded this like radio message from deep space that aliens sent, and they were like, wait a minute, this is DNA. This is a DNA and RNA sequence.
We should
So they're
make
like,
it.
let's be geniuses and let's sequence this DNA in a lab and inject
course.
it into rats.
And
And then the rat bites one of them, and then they're patient zero. They start making out with everyone, and then it starts spreading until eventually the entire world is a hive mind.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I do believe, Nicola, are you caught up?
Somewhat.
Because like my general impression of it is like we know that the signal was from like 600 light years away or something, and that you need an antenna the size of Africa. So I feel like over the season we're kind of going to have like a development arc where they kind of gather together all the resources to make another big ass antenna to send the message even further and spread it. You know what I mean?
I assume so, yeah.
Yeah, because their whole thing is about spreading it. But basically, Carol, the main woman, is just like, I kind of, this is bad, and everyone is like, nah, bro, this is hype, this is chill.
The hive mind is like, this is great. We're helping you.
Yeah.
Once you join the hive mind, you're saved. And
So
that's we're helping you.
she has to figure out
But basically,
how to
like the main moral,
yeah.
the main moral of the show is basically like Carol is depressed because everybody on Earth is fucking basically dead, essentially. But it's better, and because it's like everybody's happy, but it's not real because it's like you can't be happy if you don't even have the choice to be sad.
Yeah.
Peace is irrelevant if you don't even have the option.
So
You know what I mean?
the whole
So it's like,
conflict
even though the hive
is
mind
that there's only
working,
like
it's not
6 months until they like figure out a way to get her to join the hive mind. So she has to like figure out how to beat them by then. But no one wants to
basically,
help her.
Yeah, because all the other people accepted it, but she's like the one person who's like actually sees through the hive mind and knows that it's not there to help, and that's
Yeah.
actually not good, and that it's kind of actually evil.
But I think the hive mind is a very interesting thing because have you watched episode 3?
I don't know what happens in that episode. Just like roughly.
I'm just gonna say like what happens like near the end. That's like kind of like a funny point where she really asked, "Would you get me a nuclear bomb?" And they're like, "You know what? Sure." So basically,
Didn't they disarm all the nukes? That was like the point.
no, they didn't. They literally will do anything she says, to like make her happy. Oh, also, a really cool point is any time that she's too mean to the hive mind, everyone in the hive mind fucking freezes and has a seizure. So she got really angry at them one time, and then she killed 18 million people, which was
Yeah.
very funny.
That was like episode 2.
That was episode 2.
No, that was like episode 1.
No, it's episode 2.
Was it episode 2?
Yeah,
It was episode 2. I just know it happened like pretty early.
Yeah. But yeah, I am really liking it. I think it is a worthy follow-up. Vince Gilligan has been cooking.
It is definitely a very good show. It's definitely probably one of the best shows out right now.
It is slow. Like,
Also, yeah, it's
Yeah.
slow, but I think it's like it's the most conceptually interesting, and it's also just like a good show.
yes.
Like it's like overall, like it's shot well, it's written well, it's really
And I
good.
felt they had a big enough budget to like do like the true vision they wanted.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the Uri Pow Pow. Should we move on to our
Oh
other?
no, we didn't talk about our calls.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you guys can break down your calls with Uri.
Yeah. So basically, I was driving with my roommate to Taco Bell when all of a sudden I get a random call for like 3 seconds from Uri, and it's like, all right. So then I call him back, and he's like, yeah, I accidentally butt dialed you. And I was like, oh, I see how it is. You don't want to talk to your favorite coworker. And he was
That's pretty good.
like, all right. And then we basically just talked for a while, and I was just like, what do you think about the Uri Pow Pow? And then like, what have you been like watching? Like, how's Australia? Blah blah blah, and just like that.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
then
I am excited for the
and then
Uri
he hung
catch-up
up.
episode.
And then he just literally Irish goodbye'd me because somebody else called him.
That's really good.
How was your experience call with Uri and Shoemaker?
Me, we watched Smiling Friends. And then he left.
Okay, well, you guys might have had calls, but did you have a 4-message interaction with Uri, 3 of which being your own? So I started the
No,
conversation.
because actually, Beck, I actually have those with you, where you don't respond to things that I say. In fact, I think for the past week, I have DM'd you things and you don't respond to them.
Okay.
So
Keep in mind, you are kind of just live texting me while I'm busy, and it's kind of hard to respond to all those.
what about the one where I said that I was gonna watch more Baby Franco movies and then you never responded to that?
How was I supposed to respond to Shoemaker?
I don't know. Comment on Warm Bodies or Nerve. You ever watch those
I've
movies?
not seen either of those movies, but I do like 21 Jump Street and Superbad, so I think you're wrong for that.
Okay.
And I was saving this interaction for the podcast. Gotta save that podcast content,
Right. Saving the normal human interaction for content.
If you aren't monetizing all human interactions, you are behind.
Okay. Right.
All right. Are we moving to?
Let's get into the normal shit.
As in normal shit, are we going on to the other segment or just singles?
Singles for now, and then we'll go on to the
singles.
We'll go. Yeah, we'll do the special one later.
All right, we got 3 singles sharing their singles.
Wow. Well, Nicola hasn't seen anything, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, Beck, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
I will go first because.
Okay, you go first.
My single is first. I watched The Running Man. Uri also watched.
This is the new one,
and I really liked it. It felt like a very good like idea and execution, and it just had a lot of like cool effects and like all the drone stuff. You haven't seen it, right?
No, I'd like to. I might try to see this.
It has a lot of good stuff, good action. I'm like, wow, this is really cool. And I found out earlier that there was another adaptation of The Running Man from 1987. So
it has Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
I decided to watch. It does have Arnold Schwarzenegger. So
that guy's pretty cool.
I have bad news. This sucks ass, and it's a completely different movie. All right, okay. So I'm gonna walk you through what is the same. They got a guy named Ben Richards, and he plays a game called The Running Man, and that's it. The games are completely different. So The Running Man in the 1987 one is they run through random alleyways and they send a bunch of WWE stars to try to kill them. So that's what The Running Man is in the 1987 one. The Running Man in the other one is the entire country is trying to hunt down one person for $1 billion, and they have to survive 30 days. So I looked this up, and the new one is an actual adaptation, and the other one is I don't even know what the fuck they were doing. They just wanted to call it The Running Man, I think.
That's good.
Yeah. So it sucked ass. I zoned out like 20 minutes in. because it was boring.
Classic.
Yeah. So do not watch that. Watch the new one. That's actually good and actually good adaptation. The one cool thing that we noticed was when the Running Man, like in the original one, it said written by some random fucking guy. We're like, wait, I thought it was God, why am I fucking blanking on his name? Oh yeah, I thought the Running Man was written by Stephen King. What do you mean it was written by this other guy? Turns out, it was when Stephen King was still using a different pen name. So it was actually Stephen King, but they didn't like credit him as Stephen King in the original adaptation.
Oh, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah. And I think though, oh no, I actually don't. I have like single episodes of shows.
What are those?
So Alien Earth, I'm watching.
You started that?
Yeah, for my writing for television class. Most interesting that happened was they had 9/11 with a spaceship crashing into, instead of 2 towers, 3 towers. So really like bringing it to the next level. And then I watched The Studio with Seth Rogen, and I think I actually really liked it. I want to keep watching more of it. It's a very good comedy. They get like actual movie directors to play themselves in the episodes. So they actually like got Martin Scorsese to play like a satirized version of himself. And I feel like that's really cool.
I was interested in the show. It's Seth Rogen and what's her face, right? Winona Ryder.
I think so, yeah. She hasn't been in like enough of the episode for me to like really connect with her. The only like real character I know was fucking Seth Rogen because he's in the episode. But yeah, it's really good. I want to keep watching more of it. It's been taking home a ton of Emmys.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see where it goes. And those are my singles, Aiden Shoemaker. Move on to yours.
Here's my tangentially, like, triply related movie that just somehow fucking fit 3 different boxes. 1! We will talk about it later, but because I watched, so Now You See Me 3 came out, and I rewatched the first 2 movies. We'll talk about those later, but that has gotten me realizing I have watched so many fucking Baby Franco movies this year. Baby Franco being Dave Franco for anyone who doesn't get it. So
yeah, we're close.
I have
like
watched this year.
That. We went to the same high school.
We know
his mom.
We know Betsy Franco. When was the last time we talked to Betsy Franco, guys?
Okay, so I've watched Together. That came out this year. I watched Regretting You that came out this year. I watched all 3 Now You See Me movies, and then I watched this new movie. So now I'm on 6 movies this year, and that is almost as many Paul Rudd movies. So I'm dangerously close to fucking this shit up. So I watched Neighbors last night, which is tangentially related in 3 ways. 1, it's another Baby Franco movie. 2, it has Seth Rogen. And 3, it's about 2 people trying to shut down a frat, which is what me and Beck are trying to do because Nicola has officially joined Operation Save Nicola.
Strike team. We're putting it together, baby.
I was trying to find a movie that was anti-frat, and I found one, and it had Baby Franco, and I was like, you know what, this is perfect. We're gonna watch this shit. This shit's interesting. This shit is a 2014 comedy. You know when you're watching a comedy from like the late 2010s, and it's just like every fucking guy you know is in it. Like every single face is like, wait, that's that guy, and wait, that's that guy. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you can do like Andy Samberg and like Adam Levine cameos in this movie. Like it's that kind of movie. Anyway, the 2 old people, they have a baby, and then Zac Efron frat house moves in next door, and then they're like,
Oh, I've seen this movie before. Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
How did they beat him?
There's a scene. I want to explain
Break
what
it down. We need
Baby
the process.
Franco does in this movie.
Yeah.
So here's what Baby Franco does in this movie. So Baby Franco can get a boner whenever he wants. He could just do it manually. So
Damn.
that's really important to know about Baby Franco. Anyway, this movie is funny and is fine. I don't know. Zac Efron's pretty good, and I like Zac Efron.
Zac Efron's good, yeah.
He plays. Zac Efron's pretty good. Seth Rogen's pretty fun. Who's the woman in this movie? I don't remember her name. Rose Byrne. She's good as well. I don't know. Pretty funny movie. So what Seth Rogen does is they give him the second strike, because the first strike they burned down the first house. Second strike was that they injured a man, and then they sneak into the house and have Baby Franco cheat. Have Zac Efron's girlfriend cheat with Baby Franco's girlfriend, and then bros before hoes, and then they're mad at each other. And then that's when they grab each other's dicks, and then Baby Franco uses his power to make his dick bigger. And so they win the day by shooting a firework into a cop car from the top of the house. Seth Rogen and
I'm feeling really good about this plan.
Rose Byrne. It works. Actually works though.
Get ready.
It actually works though. So, but Nicola, don't worry, because afterwards you can go and work at Abercrombie and Finch as a model, and you can stand outside shirtless. So, it was a movie for sure. It was a good movie. I watched it late at night, so it was pretty funny. I'll probably watch the sequel, where it's a sorority that moves next door.
Ooh.
So
that's the one I watched. I watched that one.
You watched the sorority one. Okay, all of the tricks of the movie.
Being girls.
Ace up our sleeve, Beck Lions. He hasn't actually seen the movie.
I have definitely seen the sorority one, because I remember it being girls next door, not guys.
I see. Well, I watched that. Other movie that Fuck, where did all my tabs go? I closed them all.
I think the only other one
movie that
One Battle After Another.
I watched One Battle After Another. Now, you may be asking yourself, Aiden, what the fuck is One Battle After Another? And here's what this is the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. No, I mean, it's good for sure.
It's not the changing piece of cinema.
When you walk on a treadmill, and if you dip below 5 miles per hour, you get kicked out of the theater.
That's a completely different movie.
That's a completely different movie.
No, that's the long walk.
No, that's the long walk. This is One Battle After Another.
This is the one about mixed race couples, right?
Yeah. So basically, there's Leonardo DiCaprio and his wife are part of this eco-terrorist group, and then then they have a baby, and then the wife is like, I'm still gonna do terrorism, and you like the baby more than me, so I'm gonna leave. And then she leaves, except she gets caught by the general guy, and the general guy is like, oh, you're so hot, you're so sexy, oh. And then she escapes to Mexico. And then the daughter grows up, and the general guy's like, my bastard mixed race child is out there in the world. I need to kill her so I can join the Santa group, so I can join the Santa club. I'm not joking. It's the Christmas club, I think it's what it's called.
This guy is really jolly, I think.
Yeah,
he wants to spread a lot of joy.
So now Leonardo DiCaprio has to go and get his daughter back while on the run from the government, or not the government, the general guy. It's a very good movie, and there's definitely a lot of messages that I don't understand because I'm too stupid and ignorant. But it is a very entertaining movie. The first 30 minutes are really long and kind of boring, and I wish they were shorter, but I understand that they're there for like setup and stuff. But once like the time skip happens, the rest of the movie is really good. I do wish we got more of the daughter character for how important she is. She doesn't really get a lot to do until like the last third of the movie. And the desert chase scene at the end, where it's like kind of not even a chase, is kind of a little boring. But like the movie's wrapping up, so you're kind of okay with it. It was good. I don't know if I would like necessarily tell anyone like you got to see this movie, and I definitely don't think it's like the best movie this year. I don't know why people have been saying that.
Recency
was good.
bias is like
It was really good though.
the biggest thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I
like
would recommend
it's the famous director guy. What's his name?
What's his name?
Paul Thomas Anderson. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's why he made Licorice Pizza. I think people really like that movie.
All right. Well, I feel like we can get rid of
the
cheap movies. Let's get to the real cinema. You know.
So what Beck is referring to is the very, very low reviewed series that is the Now You See Me series. Is what he is referring to now.
It's a bunch of cool ass magicians doing heists.
So, Nicola, have you seen the Now You See Me movies? Have you seen any of them?
I've seen a couple of, maybe the first one.
Okay, so the first one is like low key, not very good, but is very entertaining.
Yeah.
Because of how unique it is. But you will be yelling at your screen because there's just a bunch of bullshit magic that doesn't make any sense. Quote, we will be calling that big magic. Magic that does not make any sense.
The magic gets even
it gets even bigger. Yeah.
It's actually not very big. The magic actually. The second movie is a bunch of small magic.
That's the whole point of it. Is for it to not.
Okay. Ignore
the
it.
second movie has a bunch of small
magics. The random voice you're hearing that's not related to the podcast at all.
We have a bunch of small magics in the second movie and then one big magic at the end. And it's still entertaining. They introduce a new woman character who is by far the best character in the entire trilogy. Lula is by far the best character in the entire trilogy. Except the second movie also has a dumb twist at the end where it's like Morgan Freeman was a good guy the whole time. And that doesn't make any sense. Anyways, the second movie's whatever. It is worse than the first movie, but still enjoyable.
It has the card throwing scene in Shoemaker.
That's true. Again, that is one small magic.
It's a
but not very many big
magic. You know.
It's a medium magic. There's a one medium magic, a bunch of small magics, and then one big magic at the end. Now, the reason that these movies are entertaining isn't because the characters are good or anything, or like the plot is good. It's because of these big magics, right?
I like the characters. I think
the third movie, they're funny, but the third movie has no big magic, actually. There is not a single big magic in the third movie.
What do you mean? They made the diamond is unbreakable.
So before you say the final one is big magic, no, because it's entirely possible in real life. That is the problem with the magic in this movie, is that I could personally probably do everything in this movie.
That's the point.
The point is that it's lame now. The point is that it sucks.
All the magic in all of the movies, they're all possible.
That's not true. That's just not true.
No,
all of them are possible, except the.
Beck, how do you do the thing where you? Beck, how do you do the fall backwards into the rain one? How do you do that?
Very simple. Ant-Man.
Okay, so how do you do how do you do the moving the rain bit?
They literally explained it in the movie.
No, they said rain machine and strobe lights. Yes. That's not what happened though. He moved the rain upwards.
Literally, there was an entire channel, like an entire series on YouTube, breaking down each movie to show how unrealistic this magic is, and show how like the magic is literally just wizard. It's like every time there's a magic trick, it like goes each movie and it goes magic trick by magic trick and is like, is this possible or are they just black? Or is it
black? Yeah, are they wizards? I love that video.
Are they wizards?
Anyway,
are they wizards?
Anyway, I don't think
the third movie. So
they are not wizards in the third movie. They are not wizards. They are normal humans.
Okay.
in the third movie, which is baseline already why I didn't enjoy it that much. But I will get into personally why I didn't enjoy it more after you explain the movie.
So, we are introduced to 3 new horsemen by the names of Bosco, Charlie, and Jim.
And I saw the magic glow. That's
It
their
is.
name.
It is. I saw the
names
magic glow.
I saw the magic glow.
And it's also the guy from The Holdovers, and he was really good in that. So we got
Ariana Greenblatt, who's not really good at anything. She just keeps showing up and shit
so
as like a Gen Z girl.
yeah. So Bosco is the one that kind of does like all like the stage presence stuff, and then June does the sleight of hand stuff, and then Charlie is just in the back doing all the tech stuff. And they're imitating the 4 horsemen to do the whole Robin Hood and steal from crypto guys and give away money, doing the whole horseman thing until, yeah.
Hold on. I have to step in already because I'm already. So you know how what they do a hologram thing. They do like a Pepper's ghost illusion thing.
Yeah.
Question, Beck. So the beginning of it starts with fucking Jesse Eisenberg character Atlas saying the thing from the beginning of the first movie and the end of the first movie.
Yes.
Look closer,
Yeah.
even closer. How? Because that's like a non-diegetic quote to us, the audience. How would he?
I assume
how would
he
that
said
group know
it
that?
other times.
You're okay. So we're going based on assumptions. Okay.
That's just fucking
So it's a
nitpicking.
non-diegetic quote, but it becomes
Yeah,
diegetic in the
nitpicking.
third movie.
Yeah, because like a lot of nitpicks make one big nitpick.
Okay, so then the goat
Pick has been nitpicked.
J. Daniel Atlas shows up and is like, guys, the good Illuminati Magic Association needs us to steal this diamond. Already,
The diamond is
flames.
unbreakable.
So they need to steal it from evil Diamond Mine. I could not tell if she was British, French, or German. She was one of those.
She
I
was
thought she was
European.
Australian.
Damn, I was off. Okay.
I don't know. She's a
She had a lot of an accent I could not place.
Whoever the woman is in this movie, whoever the main villain woman is, she's not very good at what she does.
Okay, so
Rosamund Pike, her accent was terrible.
all right, and then we get the first Now You See Me heist where they steal the diamond by infiltrating the party as the cameraman to swap the cases.
So they're stealing the diamond. They're infiltrating the airship.
Yeah.
They're fleeing the complex. I think this is pretty familiar.
They do a cool ass heist to take the diamond, and then everyone starts coming after them. And one by one, the 3 other horsemen arrive. Baby Franco was a waiter, and then Henley was a guest at the party, and then Merritt was up on the roof hypnotizing people. And they're all back together. We have the 7 horsemen, and they all zip line down, and they're like, guys, what do we do with the $500 million diamond now? But they all have the tarot cards. Now, Aiden Schumacher, you love tarot cards. So they put together the tarot cards, and it leads to the best location in the movie, the Secret Eye headquarters.
The best location in the movie.
Dude, I loved all these scenes, bro. They were.
What are you talking
I want
about?
you to know, this entire movie I had a giant grin on my face. I was having the time of my life, bro.
This entire movie had a face of disbelief because of how not good it was.
So they get to the Eye headquarters, and it's full of all these cool magics. And we learn about the magician that beat the Nazis, which is already great. And they go around this really cool like trick room with a bunch of like rotating rooms, hall of mirrors, weird perspective shifting things. And then then we have, I think, the it's not exactly the card throwing scene, but I think it was their version of it, where it's all one take and all like 8 of them, because Morgan Freeman is also there. I forgot to mention that. All 8 of them doing different magic tricks, all in like one take, and I loved that shot, bro. It was so good. So all that happens, and then the police show up, and I need to beat the police by using all the magic trickery stuff of the building. Then Morgan Freeman gets shot because he was walking slowly behind a mirror. I did not feel like the death was impactful. I'm gonna knock the movie on that point. But then,
oh wait till I get my hands on this point.
Then we get Merritt. It's Merritt, June,
and Baby Franco.
Yeah, Merritt, June, and Baby Franco. They all get arrested, and they're like, guys, everyone is looking for us. We need to find a person who's crazy enough to break in to a police station. And this is when I lost my shit, bro. They fucking brought Lula back. It was
This is when
so
you lost your shit?
good. It was.
I was just waiting. It wasn't even me like. It wasn't even like a shocking moment. It was just waiting for her to show up.
I think they got her for this movie.
You didn't think they got her for the? How fucking stupid are you, Beck?
I thought it was.
Do you really want him to answer that? Do you really want him to answer
that?
Yes, actually.
I think it has been well
She
established.
was in none of the promotional material. They literally had a line semi-writing her out at the beginning where I'm like, okay, cool. She's gone. But then, boom, the goat shows up. So now we have all 8 horsemen except Merritt. He got arrested for a second time. And now they need to do the big 7-person big heist to 1, keep the diamond and get Merritt back, and also expose the woman. So I don't even know how to describe
the trick. What they do?
It's a very in-depth procedure. They planned it out.
Explain it. I will explain it.
Yeah.
Bosco steals the F1 car.
Yes. Oh yeah, it has F1 in it.
Bosco steals the F1 car, and then the other 2 kids disappear, which spoils the ending. And then the 4 horsemen, go and trade the diamond for Merritt.
Yeah.
And then they get dropped into a pit, and then they're in a sand cube, and then they break out of the sand cube, and then the woman, she takes the diamond to the vault, and then she gets to the vault, and because the guy that's been blackmailing her is there, and she goes down there, and she has the gun, and she's gonna shoot him, but it's actually Charlie the whole time.
And he did the catch the bullet, which my friend literally turned to me when they first saw it. It was like, clever foreshadowing. And then I leaned back to him on that episode. I said, clever foreshadowing. Really made it go full circle.
Yeah.
So then,
it's called Schrodinger's bullet catch magic
trick.
Schrodinger's bullet catch. Will it come back or will it not?
The famous and Now You See Me bullshit end of movie twist, where
and by bullshit end of movie twist, he means the second movie's twist again.
No, the first one also had that bullshit twist.
Yes.
The first one was that
franchise icon.
No, Beck, what I'm specifically referring to, Beck, is how the trick is done. And it's just the second movie's final trick again.
What do you mean? The first movie's final trick was that
the final trick is very similar. I'm talking about
it's the exact same.
I'm talking about the character level twist, where we find out a character.
The very obvious twist that I figured out at the beginning of the movie.
I did not figure that out. So
how stupid are you, Beck? Holy shit! I figured it out in the 10 minutes into the movie. I figured out the entire fucking thing.
So,
are you serious?
Every Now You See Me movie always has to have a random bullshit character twist at the end. So the first one was with Mark Ruffalo. The second one was with Morgan Freeman. And the third one here is with Charlie. Because turns out
No, it's with all of them. It's with all of the kids.
no. He's only
Yes, it's all of them.
Well, I'm not talking about the trick. I'm talking about the twist that he's the Vanderberg.
Oh, the twist that he's the blackmail Vandenberg
Yes.
son. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that's not the whole twist. The whole twist is that he is the son and that he and his friends were working together and orchestrated the whole thing.
I read that as only he did, and he was also tricking the two other people.
They were there! They were working! They were there! Did you watch the movie?
I might have missed that.
I love when Aiden gets so pressed, Mike cuts out.
Were you watching the movie with your eyes closed? Like they're in the montage of him setting everything up.
It would not be a podcast episode if Beck was not so stupid that it managed to rage bait Aiden.
Beck, now that you've gone through the movie, let me go complain about everything about this movie. Okay,
no.
the twist.
Shut up. I have to talk about the ending. I have to talk about the ending. So,
fine. Okay, fine.
We also found out in the middle of the movie that Mark Ruffalo's character got arrested in a Russian prison. But guys, at the end of the movie, all 8 horsemen are back together in the base, and they get a hologram from Mark Ruffalo saying, "Guys, I'm back, and we have to do one more heist. I'm putting together a team." And then I clapped.
Putting together a team.
And then everyone in my
what about a post-credit
I
scene?
stood up and clapped. What
about the post-credit scene where they say, "I need you to meet this guy"? They call him the painter.
The painter. Okay, so
explain your side.
Okay, so starting off, the plot twist at the end, I figured out in the first 10 minutes. It is fairly obvious that the 3 brand new characters that have been introduced are very obviously the masterminds behind the whole thing. And then when there is unknown blackmail guy who has a suspiciously sounding voice to one of the new characters that are introduced in this movie, you kind of just figure it out.
My money was on Michael Caine.
I do not know how you were shocked by like Mark Ruffalo and Lula coming back. They were also the most obvious things ever. 3, again, none of the magic is impressive in this movie. Everything is very, very possible, which is not what I am looking for in this movie. I am looking for bullshit. I am looking for nonsense. Everything is super possible in this movie, which sucks. 4th point, because everything is more possible, all of the original characters are nerfed beyond comprehension. Merritt does not do a successful magic trick at any point in this movie.
He did get nerfed a bunch, yeah.
He can't do anything. I think he hypnotizes a guy.
He hypnotizes 2 and then fails on the 3rd one at the beginning.
Yeah, and then doesn't ever do anything again. Yeah. So that's awesome. Great. Again, none of the tricks are cool. Here is the point when I realized I kind of thought about this afterwards. So Beck, again, so you know how the kids were behind the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. And so other point. What would you say that each of the kids' biggest feat in this movie is?
Ooh.
Like, what would you say? What would you say defines the character? What trick in the movie defines each character? Charlie is obviously the final one.
Yeah,
like, Charlie has a whole thing. But for like Bosco and June, what would you say are their biggest tricks?
Stealing the F1 car.
So he just got in a car. That he was just driving the car. That's not even anything. It was
theft. Sick as fuck.
Okay, and then what about June? Because to me, it's the opening the door scene where she one-ups Dave Franco.
Oh yeah, that one.
Where she one-ups Baby Franco, right? Okay, so no, actually, because in the end of the movie, we see that they've actually been to the place and they planted the thing behind the guy's eyeball. And they know everything about that house. So everything that happens in that house is completely invalidated because they know everything there because they were setting up the whole thing the whole time. They didn't fucking do anything.
To beat the cops.
Okay. So did everyone else.
Yeah.
Don't do a single unique thing in this movie.
They all had to use magic to beat the cops.
So did everyone else. There's no reason for these new characters to be in this movie.
Yeah,
Tell me a reason for them to be in this movie.
I agree with you on that. I would have preferred if we had something more with the core 4 or core 5.
Again, also, by the way, it takes like 30 minutes before another horseman other than Atlas shows up. Like, it takes so long before someone else shows up. And then even longer for like Morgan Freeman and then Lula to show up. Like they just draw it out because there's not enough characters in this movie to make a By the way, this movie is a legacy sequel. This is not a third movie in a series. This is a Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull or like Jumanji reboot type movie. Like it is not a fitting.
I think on a genre of legacy sequel to like true sequel, it's somewhere in the middle. I would not say it goes full.
It is leaning more towards. It is pretty legacy sequel-ish, Beck. I don't know. It's because I don't think you watch enough older movies to know what a legacy sequel is.
I watch old movies.
Okay, name one movie that has a legacy sequel that you've seen.
Does it count if I've seen the legacy sequel but not the original?
No.
Fuck.
Okay, great.
I can name one. You just said you said Jumanji. You said
I've seen Jumanji. The reboot one and Jumanji the sequel to the reboot one.
Okay, so you've seen the original Jumanji with Robin Williams.
What's the space one?
Space Jam?
The space one.
Like the Jumanji, basically Jumanji but space.
I don't know.
I don't know what you are describing.
Anyway, this is a legacy sequel movie, and the kids are only there for Gen Z. Specifically, Ariana Greenblatt is only there to make woman jokes.
Yeah,
because she's a girl. So she's only there for that reason. This movie tries to be progressive while being misogynistic at the same time, and it's really funny because they're like, "Of course we know each other. We're all women." And it's like, come on, dude. You included this scene for like women empowerment, but it's just like entirely misogynistic. Insane that they do that.
All right, I'm gonna say I agree with you on a lot of your points. I
have one more point, by the way. I have one more point.
I was gonna say the third act, the weakest part of the movie. I thought the final trick, maybe not the best, a bit disappointing. So
very disappointing.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna lower it from a 5 to 4.5 in Shoemaker.
Wow. Okay. Another point that I have. There's like 4 scenes in this movie. I think there's 4 scenes. There's the beginning.
Yeah.
There is the jewel heist, the first one. Yeah. There is the there's 5 scenes. There's the jewel heist, and then there's the house, and then there's the prison, and then there's the end. There are 5 scenes in this movie. Most movies, I would say, probably have like 12 scenes, or more. So 5 is an abysmally small amount of places and sets and everything for a movie to have.
But also, the first one was also like 5 scenes. It was Vegas, New Orleans, escape scene, then the final scene.
That makes more sense because they are people that... Because I would argue the Horsemen are not the main characters in the first movie, nor are they the focal point. Mark Ruffalo trying to is the focal point. So them actually following them makes a lot more sense. This is just they don't go anywhere
because it has like them as the actual like main characters.
Yeah. And last I think point before unless I remember something is that Morgan Freeman is in this movie for no reason other than they wanted to get Morgan Freeman back in this movie. And they do not use him. They the way they use him makes no fucking sense because they all see him and they're like, "Oh my god, Morgan Freeman, you're our best friend," even though for the entirety that we've seen you on screen, you have been the antagonist except for the last 3 minutes of the last movie. And the person that has the biggest reaction to Morgan Freeman dying is Henley, who's never been a good person to her. Like, he has always been the antagonist, but she is the one that reacts the most to him being there and dying, which makes no goddamn sense. His death is totally wasted. The only reason he dies is to get Merritt on board or whatever. You know what they could have done instead, Beck? That would have made it better. What if Morgan Freeman got kidnapped? Morgan Freeman got kidnapped. That way Merritt would still be someone that is that way he still has that motivation to do it. Or, they could just make a better movie. They could just make a better movie with big magic. Except all the magic is possible in this movie.
What I'm hearing
and probably could do it
is
all.
you want another sequel. And I agree with you on that point in Shoemaker. Lionsgate, please, all of us, mutual agreement. We need the fourth Now You See Me. Call me. I will write it and direct it for free.
If it's an actual good movie, by all means, make another one. Just get rid of the children. Get rid of the Gen Z children. They're so annoying.
All right. Well, that's been a long segment.
Yeah. And it makes a good transition to the kill ourselves corner because this movie did make me want to kill.
Have to talk about, bro.
Two more things. You can leave.
Do we
you
have
can go
to
away.
do the kill ourselves corner?
Yeah, you can just leave. It's fine.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, do we need to do this every week?
There's literally only one more week. It's literally this, and then next week, and then it's over.
And next week. Yeah.
And Nicola, it's the same point we've had for the past 2 weeks where nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Why did we subject ourselves to this?
What do you mean? It's like
It's
you gotta make
show. I have to watch it.
You just gotta turn your brain off, Nicola, and then you realize, wait a minute,
just fucking making a speed face.
I don't know. All right, so what happens in these ones? So the first episode is fuck. What happens in this one?
In this episode?
I low-key don't even remember.
Okay. So Vox gets power, and then they try to beat him, but they can't beat him. And then now there's war, and then he's building a weapon, and then he kidnaps Lucifer. And then Charlie is like,
No, he doesn't kidnap. Oh, he does at the end.
At the end. And then Charlie's like, how like the past 6 episodes I've had this annoying thing where I care about what people are doing. Nah, that's fine. I'm gonna get over that. And that's the episode. So
Vox becomes Hitler.
Yeah.
And that's
Hitler canonically exists in this show. Why haven't we
mentioned him? And then he calls himself the Führer, and then also says "Make hell great again." So yeah, he pretty much just becomes Hitler.
Yeah, I was about to say very subtle opinions inserted into the show.
Yeah, and Carmine is making weapons for him. And then Husk. Husk does this cool thing where he goes gambling and drinking until Angel Dust tells him not to go gambling and drinking. And then it turns out, plot twist, that I didn't even realize was happening or being set up.
Neither did I. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing?
Angel Dust has actually been hypnotized to be feeding information to Vox the whole time.
I was more confused than I was shocked.
I guess they were setting up that Baxter was a red herring of that. I guess because he works for Vox Tech, but I didn't even realize that was supposed to be a red herring because I didn't even realize that this was like a plot point.
Yeah.
Anyway, it seems that Vox will have Lucifer and Angel Dust, and that will not be good. Meanwhile, the Angels have done jack shit and have made everything worse. Serpentius hasn't done a single thing yet. Nobody's done anything. Charlie has just been absolutely fucking lobotomized. She's so fucking dumb. The only entertaining character is Vox, and the only reason he's succeeding is because every character has been lobotomized, except for
They
him.
literally just
He's
fucking
starting to
hand him
get
every win on a plate. It's fucking crazy.
He's starting to get lobotomized. Every time he talks to Alistair, he loses a couple brain cells and becomes even more stupid. But the show's not good. This season's been especially very bad. They're still trying to change Vaggy's name. I don't know why they're still
such an
doing this.
emotional moment in the finale when she finally decides
Yeah.
on an. We're all gonna cry, aren't we?
Yeah. Also, they keep pushing Valentino as a character that we should be liking, which is very weird because he's a rapist. So I don't know why we should be liking him.
No.
No. What do we know? No.
Rape.
Ooh, that's
Rape.
bad.
No. Rape bad.
Okay, that's what we're getting at. Okay.
I will
show's
say the
full
things
of it,
other
though.
people won't say.
Yep, you will be saying that. Anyways, that's the Kill Ourselves corner. Can't wait for next week where it's over.
It's over. So
it's over next
We're
week.
finally gonna kill ourselves because the finale was so awful.
Nicola, did you watch Smiling Friends?
What was this? Remind me what this episode was about.
Steam. Charlie.
Charlie plays video games on Steam.
Maybe. Did he play Rust in this episode?
No,
that was an old episode.
He was playing Civ 4.
No, I did not watch this episode.
So Charlie stays home to play Civ 4, but then gets called back into work, or else he's fired. So he very drunkenly walks around and gets into some shenanigans. Oh, because he ate the spicy kebab that had a parasite in it or something.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, Pim goes on this adventure with the first original smiling friend, Squim, who it looks like Pac-Man. He's very positive all the time, but turns out the positivity is too much. And then Squim gets gunned down in the streets and dies.
I did really like that part.
But it's okay.
They fucking gun him down and they gun down his ghost.
Yeah, but it's okay because
you haven't done this before.
But his soul, they did the 14-hour surgery, so he's okay. Yeah. The episode was pretty good. It was definitely better than last week's episode. Squim was pretty entertaining. I think the visuals were really good, especially during during Charlie's acid trip. Yeah. And the animation on Squim and aesthetic on Squim was pretty good. So
yeah,
I liked this one. I thought it was funny. I liked the Squim dance.
I did really like this episode. I think maybe like second favorite of the season. I really liked it.
What else is in this season? I think Mole Man was really good, and I think Silly Samuel was also really good. I think Silly
Samuel's my favorite.
I think Mole Man is my
All right, well,
we'll see how the season
Aiden,
goes.
wrap us up with your big solo.
Fiona and Cake. Woo!
And I've watched one episode of it now, so I will understand.
Yeah, I made him watch the last episode.
But he hasn't finished.
Yeah, it's okay. It really doesn't matter. It's so incomprehensible to someone who hasn't seen 10 seasons of the show.
That's
plus
what I'm
a little
saying.
more.
So, like, why would you make him watch? He's not going to understand anything.
It's fine.
No,
he understood it plenty. So we get some more backstory on Huntress Wizard, and we see that she grew up with this little wood family until they burned down and died, and then she grew up on her own.
We don't give a fuck about that. How's Fiona's love life going?
Okay, so Fiona's love life is not going very good. So she realizes, wait a minute, I could get more from DJ Flame if I ask him very, very nicely.
Yes.
I just have to go find him. So she goes to all the places that she used to hang out with him when they were dating, but they're all fucking destroyed because everything got destroyed or whatever, right? So she does meet Fennel, at some point,
Ooh.
which is pretty exciting. Okay, so now I gotta switch. I gotta switch to a different. I gotta switch to Cake's storyline real quick. Cake gets an invite to be a guest star on the show Cheers. Do you know the show Cheers, Beck?
I know that the bar from Cheers is based off a bar that I live 2 blocks from.
That's pretty good. So Cheers is technically very important thing to Adventure Time, or at least to the character of Simon. And Cheers is important in Fiona and Cake as well. So anyway, Cake gets invited to go on Cheers. Turns out the cast of Cheers are little 3-inch people that live in a box.
I hate
So
when that
Cake shrinks
happens.
down, but they just want to keep making stretchy jokes at Cake. So she gets sad and leaves until and then we gotta go switch to another plot point. So Huntress Wizard gets enough water and nutrients to grow, and now she's growing. And then Fiona's like, "Hey, Cake, there's a plant woman, and she's looking for something." And then she calls Simon. She's like, "Hey, Simon, there's a plant woman." And then Simon is like, "Oh shit, it's Huntress Wizard." And then Huntress Wizard's like, "Oh shit, let me talk to Simon." And they talk to each other. And Simon's like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" She's like, I'm this close, but then passes out because she doesn't have enough nutrients or whatever. And also Huntress Wizard kind of breaks Fiona's phone. So badness happening. Also, Bubblegum is mad at Huntress Wizard because she's just kind of doing fuck all while Finn is dying. And they also tried to go to Prismo to have him wish away the curse, but he can't do that. He can't do it. So it's kind of a waste.
Damn.
Has Scarab
and then
showed
also
up yet?
Scarab was there.
Has he done anything, or is he just background character now?
He's pretty much background character now. He lives with Prismo.
So who's the villain of this season?
Finn is dying, and Fiona is getting cucked.
Yeah.
And also she gets evicted at the end of the episode.
Not just getting cucked, getting cucked by a green version of herself.
Exactly.
This is just season 8.
Yeah.
So
anyway, it's good.
Yeah.
Next week we might be seeing there's a little bit of a potential tease at Marshall and the Ice Queen in Fiona World. So I do really want to see where that ends up, because that's like the Simon and Marcy dynamic is probably the best thing that Adventure Time has. So I want to see it from this other perspective now, and how they're going to translate that. I will say the season is taking so fucking long to get going. Like last time we did this, they released 2 episodes a week, so it took half as long to get everything going. But just the pacing of it is so slow. Like Fiona really hasn't done anything, and there's like 4 different plot points that they're juggling all at the same time. And I mean, I do really like the show, and I'm very much enjoying it. I like to see like Adventure Time, and I like to see that this is like an actual popular show right now. But just the fact that like it's just taking so long to get going has been, I don't know.
I
like everything that's
with
happening.
The rom-com plot line. that was my favorite part of last episode.
I know a lot of people are complaining about it because they're misogynistic and hate Fiona. But I also see people just like generally finding this season boring just because it's taking too long for anything to happen, which I agree with. But I feel once things actually start happening, I think it'll be good.
What episode are we on right now?
3
4 out of 10, I think. 4 out of 10.
Damn, wait, almost at the midpoint. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like a lot of time has passed and still nothing really has happened.
I mean, in season 1, they don't like start doing the timeline hopping until episode 5.
I guess, yeah.
So there is that, but whatever.
Well, I think we will call it for this episode.
We will call it for
Tune
this
in next week
episode.
for the conclusion of the Kill Ourselves arc.
Can't wait.
All right.
Anyway, that's it.
I say the rec is
recommendation-
Now You See Me. The entire
No,
series.
the
Nice.
first
All
one.
of it.
Just the
We'll
first
see you
one.
next time.
Now you see me.